think it's 10 o'clock. Let's get started. First of all, I want you folks to know about the group project. And I told you folks, this is an important area because in the future, you can do a lot of group project. And if you know the skill to organize these stuff, and you really can be a very good manager. Also, you can coach your staff how to be a good team member. And for certain reasons, some of you still do not know, okay? And in this is the Blackboard I'm sharing with you. You can see this is your group number. If you are A1, A2, you'll be doing the DEX code similarly for B1, B2. And you folks are in the B groups, okay? So you know which company you'll be doing. Then I want you to go down to this file, group project company list, and the related questions. So for instance, the Dexco, I have 5 questions for you. Each question has sub-questions. So please read which company you need and what? Read the questions. Then next file, I have what? The information, background information for that. Okay, and then this is the introduction, how to do the group project. Okay, and if you really want to do good, and this semester, I told you folks, if you miss any subtask in the group project, you're going to lose 3 points. For instance, in IKEA's case, okay, the question 1, they may have, I'll ask you the history, I ask you about the sales, I ask you about the sales in the US. You only answer 2 tasks, you miss 1, you're going to lose 3 points, okay? The reason for that is what? I'm training you to do a good task structure, okay? You have to know the task structure. And how to know the task structure? You have to list all the tasks, make sure you don't miss anything. So if you use the pool structure, question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Annie do question 1, Nicholas do question 2, CN do question 3. Then if you only complete 2 components out of the question 1 and question 3, who is responsible? Okay, I want you to use this team task structure. Okay, if you have sequential or what? Interdependent structure or hybrid structure, then you don't miss anything. And this is important because in the future, you know, if you give your staff a project, they return a report, only part of it gets done. Who is responsible? Also, if you are submitting your report to your boss, you miss 1 or 2 components, and your boss really wants to know the answer, you don't get the bonus because what? You don't do a good job. So this semester, okay, I really want you to do a good job in the task structure. All those detailed questions, sub-questions should be covered. And if there's a problem, oh, I couldn't find the cells by region, that's teamwork supposed to do. Okay, if you submit your question 1, you just what? Omit that, or your team member can help you to get the information you couldn't find. That's the difference. Okay, so the deadline is approaching. If you still have problem, get hold of your group members. Let me know. If you still do not know your group, let me know. Okay, and I'd like to see tomorrow, Thursday. Let me know any issues or problems. After that, I assume everything's smooth. Okay, I don't want you to be left alone to do the case number 6, Toyota, by yourself. I told you, if you don't have a group or your group fire you have to do individual case, which is case 6 on the list I just shown you in the Blackboard a few minutes ago. That's a Toyota case. So typically, you don't want to do the Toyota by yourself. You want to do a group project because you only do part of it. Okay. Overall, I'd like to see you have experiences about team building skill. Okay. What would be a good rule? Miss this, miss that. Communication channels, and all these stuff are crucial component to the success of team building. So please try to do that. Okay, and that's very important. And today we will be talking to a new chapter, chapter 9. Okay, first of all, let me go over the title. Okay, this is talking about supply chain management. They also give you a subtitle, functional strategy. And these functional strategies are used to pursuing your competitive advantage. So in essence, this entire chapter is talking about functional strategy. So what is functional strategy? Okay, let's take a look about last chapter. You remember this chart, okay? In the company, typical company, we have 3 different strategies. The top one, corporate strategy. Middle one, division strategy, or we call what? Business unit strategy. The third one is functional. So we discussed in the previous chapter on strategy here, strategy here. Now, chapter 9, we are talking about specifically what? Strategy here in the functional area. Functional area means marketing, research and development, okay, production. So functional area, we also give you something called competitive advantage. Because what? Service and manufacturing, we need efficiency. We need quality. We need customer focus, etc., etc. Okay. A quick review. Last time we talked about corporate strategy. We talked about 3 or 4 different corporate strategy. Number 1, more focused, more diversified. Remember the Fuji case and the Kodak case, right? And last time, we also add something called what? Integration, vertical integration, horizontal integration, okay? Vertical, horizontal regarding to what? Supply chain. So I told you in Coca-Cola's case, if they bought a big apple orchard in South America, it's vertical integration because they buy something down the supply chain, apple orchard to produce apple. Then they squeeze apple to what? To make the juice. So in the supply chain is what? It's vertical. Horizontal in the supply chain is the same level. We talk about Pepsi. Okay, they are selling soda, then they are selling what? Subway, they selling what? Pizza Hut. Horizontal. Then the next one, we talk about the corporate strategy is what? Global strategy. Okay, typically, do you want to go to this country, that country? You don't decide that at the business unit, you decide it at what? The global level, the corporate level. The next one, this one, the light green, okay, we'll talk about business division. Okay, remember we are talking about GE, they have what? Jet engine, they have nuclear power plant, they have what? Appliances, they have everything. Each one is what? A business unit. For the business unit, we talk about 2 strategies or 4 strategies. Because in the business unit, what's the most important thing? Profit. How to get profit? Differentiation. You differentiate, you add more features. You are different. You can what? You can get more revenue. You can increase the price. The other way is what? Cut the cost. Okay? Because I told you folks in the beginning, right? Profit is an equation of revenue minus cost. So typically we have two strategies, low cost and what? High differentiation. Then the textbook also have what? Focus the low cost. Focus what? Differentiation. Then actually in the original article, Michael Porter, we have what? The fixed one, what? Mud in the middle, okay? So you can see for the business division, the key is profit. So the strategy will be differentiation or low cost or cut the cost. Now we are talking about next level, functional level. That's this chapter. Functional level, we are talking about manufacturing. We are talking about research and development. We are talking about customer service. So we are focusing on competitive advantage. We want to do something nice to beat everyone. A typical situation is what? Is we use value chain as an approach, okay? So that's why we have value chain, because we are discussing functional strategy. And the functional strategy, we use 4 different competitive advantage as objective. And how to enhance the functional strategy, we have to use this approach called what? Called value chain, okay? So first of all, quick review. What is the competitive advantage? What kind of stuff you outperform other guys, okay? Typically, the textbook says what? Efficiency, quality control, innovation, okay? Apple has a very innovative product called iPod, called iPhone. That's why they become very, very profitable company, right? And Xerox machine, the best quality copier, right? And a certain company can do things a lot faster than other people. And of course, customer service. Amazon, a lot of companies do great job in customer service. So we're talking about the functional strategy. We don't just use focus or diversity. We don't just use the differentiation or cut the cost. We are focusing these 4 areas. So this chapter, we're going to focus in this area. And for certain reason, the textbook want to discuss customer service first, then talk about quality, then talk about efficiency, then talk about innovation. And so we will today talk about what is value chain and how the customer service, we can use the value chain to enhance, okay, the customer service, okay? So, functional strategy, okay, section 1, talking about functional strategy, okay? If you want to have functional strategy, you have to have business process. That's the basic stuff. If you want to know how to enhance functional strategy, you have to know business process. And how to understand the business process, you have to decompose your business process to different units. And the basic business unit, we call it task, okay? And because the task is what? Adding value to it. So we don't call task chain, we call value chain, okay? So a business process have a lot of tasks. Then you connect them together like a chain. So business process is a task chain or value chain, okay? And That's why we will, okay, be talking about value chain. So this chapter, we are teaching you how to be more efficient, how to do quality control, how to be more innovative in different functional areas, okay? And so after we decompose everything, okay, the textbook says we can have two groups of activities. One we call primary activities, 5 areas. The other one called supportive activities. Let's take a look at this chart, okay? And you can see the primary activities. That's every company, most company has, okay? Inbound logistics, you buy your material, you move them in. Then you operate, you manufacture, you integrate. Then you do the outbound. Then you do the marketing and the sales. Then you do the service. So all these areas called primary activities. So we may have 10 or 20 value chain in these areas. Depends upon how detailed you want to do. Then the top, okay, we have human resources management, IT development, procurements, and infrastructure, buildings and the infrastructure. These are called what? Supportive activities. So in a company, we have 2 groups of activity, 2 groups of value chain. One is in the primary activities area. The other one is supportive activity areas, okay? And this is just a theoretical way, how do we decompose the value chain to different groups, okay? But a typical situation, we focus on what? Very specific value chain, small value chain, then how to enhance it. As a manager, unless you are CEO, you don't want this whole together could be several hundred value chains under each group, okay? And just wanted you to know that. So next one, okay, section 2, okay, they're gonna talk about customer satisfaction first, okay? So my question is, okay, what are we, okay, do I have to share screen now? No, okay. So before I show you, use the chat. What does customer want? Okay, what do you think most important criteria as a customer? What do you want from the merchant or from the product? What do you want? What's the most important things you think as a customer you want? Okay, good quality, absolutely. Number 1, I like it, MJ. Price has to be reasonable, high quality, great. Okay, German, of course, quality. Okay, that's German stuff. Okay, so quality, price, and Jordan says both quality and the price, everything's right. Okay, anything else? In addition to quality, price, and what? Good service and what? Fast service. So we take a look, okay? You can see low price. It's always important. High quality, important. If something broke all the time, no good, okay? Quick service, you call someone, they call you back, they email you, okay? And a lot of companies, they have, you log into the website, you can talk to people by what? Typing the stuff, they help you to solve stuff very fast, okay? Instead of what? Number, holding, and what? Use number 1, number 2, number 3, okay? Cumbersome. So what? Quick service is important, okay? And of course, they add a couple things, okay? You have to have a good value, good features. iPhone is so good, in addition to the quality, etc., etc. They have a lot of good features. You can say, Siri, give me something, or other phones may or may not have a lot of what? Good features. And the certain luxury stuff, they also have what? Tailored for specific needs. So mostly you mentioned the three top ones. Price has to be good, quality has to be good, then what? Faster service or good service. These are important. And instead of discussing individual cases, I give you a case, okay? In your textbook, talking about Southwest, okay? Southwest, okay, is one of the most profitable airlines. The largest airline in the United States, three. Do you folks know which are the three? American, United, and what? Delta. Southwest, by no means, they are not the largest. But United lose money. American lose money. Delta lose money. Of course, you can say pandemic, but even before pandemic, they're not good. Okay? So why, how can the Southwest can become one of the very profitable airlines? It started 30 years ago. Three cities, Houston, Dallas, and what? San Antonio. Three largest top three cities of the Texas now become what? One of the most profitable airlines. How did they do it? Their core value is what? Customers' needs. They focus on the cost and the value by increase all the different efficiency. Time saving, they want to make sure fast service. In the customer service, they want to make sure personal and the top quality service. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, this airline started with what? No drinks free. Okay, no peanuts, no cookies, because what? They want to take all those tiny stuff out. Okay, and no big reservation system. Okay, what does that mean? Typically, you go to buy an airline ticket, you have to go to this big reservation system. Okay, and all the airlines globally, they join this big system. But this system selling you a ticket, every ticket, they charge you $30. Okay, so for instance, you do the search, you want to go from Little Rock to Frankfurt, Germany, okay? And they have to go to these, what? AA or United Airlines big ticket reservation system. And after you buy the ticket, they charge you $22. And the Southwest decided what? No, I want to save the customer money. So if you want to buy an airline ticket, you cannot typically get it from what? From the Expedia or something. You have to go to what? Southwest, okay, airline website. You book it yourself. But by doing so, you can save at least $20, okay? Because what? They try to help you not use the big reservation system. You can save money. Their fleet, nothing but 737. So Southwest is the company owns, okay, the most or the many, what? 737. They don't use Boeing. They don't use 777. They don't use 747. They don't use 767. They only focus on what? 737. That's a tremendous saving because all the mechanics every day, they fix 737. By hearing the sound, they know exactly the problem. They don't even have to open the engine because what? They know everything about 737. The company has so many parts because what? They only service 737. So by a unified aircraft, they save a lot of money. okay? And they give you 2 bags for free, okay? So you can see they try all the possible ways to help you save your money. The last one, airport close to the towns. That's also a very unique thing, okay? For the past 30 years, a lot of cities, they built what? New airport, okay? Chicago has a new airport. Dallas has a new airport, okay? And the old one called what? Lovely. The new one called what? Fort Worth. But the new airport is what? Significantly huge and larger than the old one. So whenever in Dallas, they build a new airport, everyone goes to what? Fort Worth, DFW to do the boarding and the arriving, etc., etc. So the old one, Lovely, the old airport in Dallas City, nobody uses it. So Southwest, they want to save you money, and they go to the older airport nobody used. So if you go to the Lovely airport, you find out what? 10, 20 aircraft Southwest fly from what? Dallas to New York, to San Francisco, to everywhere, okay? They use the older airport. What's the advantage? Easy. If I fly from Little Rock to Dallas, I don't do American because what? If I use American, okay, they fly to Dallas, Fort Worth, 50 minutes to an hour one way. If I do the Southwest, 15 minutes, okay, it's closer. Someone pick me up, easy. I use Uber, less than $20. So, and it's also cheaper for the airline, for the Southwest, to rent a hub, okay, to what? To do everything, because everyone is using the new one, so the new one charge more money. However, there's a disadvantage, okay? If Nicholas wants to go back to the Germany, can he buy part of his airline ticket by Southwest? The answer is no, because if he from Little Rock to Frankfurt, they have to take you from Little Rock to Dallas first, then Dallas to someone to New York, then to Frankfurt. Problem comes. In Dallas, they use the old airport. So it's your responsibility to get your luggage out from Lovely, take the taxi 40 minutes to what? To the new airport, okay? So they are not designed for you to do international trip. If you just travel in the US, you do Southwest, most likely you get a close by airport, you save a lot of time. But if you want to save a couple $100 for international flight, most of those international airlines, they don't go to older airport. They only go to what? Newer airport. And that will create a problem. But anyway, I want to emphasizing what? They try so many different approach to what? Cut the cost and increase their value, okay? Next one is time saving, okay? And how do they save time? Okay, a typical airline, Zoom 1, Zoom 2, Zoom 3, Zoom 5. Some of the airlines have Zoom 6. Okay, now they are boarding Zoom 1, then they're boarding Zoom 2. Okay, for Southwest, no seat assignment. Okay, but they don't let you to do the boarding like a zoo. So in your boarding pass, everyone has a number, 1 to 200, okay? And next to the gate, they have 4 rows, okay, of lines for people to do. So 1 to 50 will be the first line. 51 okay, to 100 will be the second line. Okay, 101 to 150 will be the third one. 151 to, so 200 people will be what? Very, very equally distributed to what? 3 lines or 4 lines. Whenever started, everyone just keep going, keep going, keep going. Then whenever everyone get to the aircraft, they can pick whatever they want. Okay, so their boarding is a lot faster than every other airline. Okay, and so that's an interesting thing you have to know. And also they have very flexible workforce. Okay, American, Delta, or United, they are huge airlines. Okay, there are people helping you downstairs, sign you in. There are people upstairs in the gate help you what? To do boarding. They have people, okay, in the basement help you to get your luggage. But Southwest, everything, everyone cross training. So you will find out 20 minutes ago, there are two girls help you downstairs. And one of the girls, 10 minutes later, will be next to the gate, help you do the boarding. Then 10 minutes later, one girl will go down, help you in the luggage area, help you locate your luggage. So everyone is what? Flexible in the cross train. Okay. And last thing I want to mention is they have very superb service. So we're talking about timing, okay, and cost saving and the flexible workforce, okay, and the customer service. Okay, they they don't do that very often now, but 20 years ago, 15 years ago, under the old founding CEO, okay, and it's very, very, very interesting because the captain will tell you, hey, folks, see the right-hand side, you see that's the Colorado River, or 10 minutes later, the captain will tell you, hey, see the left-hand side, that's the Great Canyon, okay? And flight attendant will sing a song. Oh, today is Mr. Russell's birthday. Let's wish him a good birthday song. So he would take the lead. Everyone sing a song during the flight. That's very warm, very friendly. Okay, and all those corporate culture affecting the flight attendants, top service. Okay, and one baby is crying or someone's sick, they can ask for a doctor. So they make that flight experience to be very friendly, very, very, very warm. Okay, and they don't do that very often, but that's my personal experiences. Okay, but they try to do everything right to enhance their service. That's part of the reason why the Southwest has become one of the most profitable airlines because they focus on customer. Because customer want the low cost, customer want something fast, customer wants special services, and they try to use different supply chain area to enhance these stuff. Okay, so you can see each of these down here could be what? A specific supply chain or part of the supply chain. I'm sorry, value chain. Okay, the part of the value chain. So they all have what? Business procedure. Okay, in the reservation, business procedure, in the maintenance. And in these business procedure, they decompose it. Then what? They try to inject a couple important components there, so their value chain becomes what? A lot more different. And because of that, their functional enhancement increase the profitability of the company. Okay? Next one I want to mention is section. It's also talk about customer service, but customer service, okay, in addition to focus on certain area, one important thing is what? IT. That's significantly, dramatically change the customer service, okay? And there are three major concentrations, three major areas. One is sales and the selling procedure. The second one, after sales, okay, service and the support. The third one is how to do the new marketing, okay? Let's talk about the first one, the sales and the selling procedure, okay? In the selling procedure and the sales, one of the concepts is very important. That is cross-sell ratio. Anyone remember what is cross-sell ratio? Then let me refresh you. We talk about a company in ethical chapter. Volkswagen, the bank, okay? They got several $100 million fine. Why? Because they create a lot of fraud, a lot of account. Customer doesn't even know. Why their staff want to create those accounts? Because the CEO says 8 is great. 8 of what? Cross sales ratio should be 8. Now you have some idea? You go to the bank, you just want to what? Open a checking account. They want you to what? Open another savings account, maybe a small account. You deposit $20 every month. You can get your travel fund, and then also get your ATM card, also get you something else. So you work out. Cross sales ratio could be 5, could be 6, could be 7. You go to buy a car, okay? In addition to sell your car, the salesperson want to make sure you buy the GPS. The salesperson want to make sure you buy what? Extended warranty. The salesperson make sure you buy the finance package. You will do the finance. So call what? Cross-sell ratio. So for marketing, cross-sell ratio is very, very important. Bank, cross-sell ratio equal 8. That's ridiculous, right? So that's why Wells Fargo get the problem, okay? It's totally impossible to have cross-sell ratio of 8, but he says 8 is beautiful. He wants people to reach the cross-sell ratio equal 8. So in the sales procedure with information technology, enhance your cross-sell ratio. 30 years ago, I have a bank, Keystone Bank in Pennsylvania, okay? And some of you probably know, some of you probably don't, okay? I used to be a professor at MIS, Management Information Systems. So we help the bank build up a system, okay? They can use this cross-sell, okay, ratio and the IT system together. Because what? We build in the system, they will prompt the salesperson. Did you check this sales possibility? Did you check that possibility? Okay. So IT really enhance the sales procedures, okay? And including the cross-sell, including the sales procedure, including what? A lot of time saving stuff. Because information technology, in the past, you probably never get into that. But when I started 20, 30 years ago, you go to the bank, open an account. They give you what? Call. You have to fill the call. Okay? Then a lot of redundancy. You have to repeat your address 2 or 3 times in different call. Checking account, you have to do the address. Saving account, you have to do that. Once you open the account, social security number again. But with IT, a lot of customer information you don't have to enter so many times. And the computer will prompt you with what? Cross-selling. The the computer can what? Speed up your selling procedure. So IT, okay, really can what? Revise the value chain in the selling procedure. So many companies, they revise their value chain, the, the sales procedure, okay, significantly efficient by using IT. After sales service, of course, after sales service, okay, and without IT, after sales service is difficult. They have to find out your purchasing records and this and that. But everything now is what? Online. Everything is tracked in the what? IT. So customer service can what? Put out the information very easily through the information technology. Okay. And the last one is what? The marketing. Okay. If you want to sell something new, okay, like Amazon, okay, they got your consumer behavior. They know which book you like to read. So whenever there's a new book, they'll tell you. eBay, you look at their computer, even you don't buy one, they send you one. They send you email every day. Oh, we have this computer on sale, that computer on sale. Have you make up your mind yet? So a lot of data and the big data being tied into the what? Marketing tool. Okay. So today we are talking about value chain. Okay. And the first one we emphasize is customer service. Customer service is one of the 4 areas in the competitive advantage. Okay, we talk about function. That's accounting, finance, everything. Functional strategy. That's the chapter. Okay, and functional strategy, regardless operation, new development, or customer service, 4 major areas we call competitive advantage. First one, customer service. Next one we'll be talking is what? Quality control. Everyone's competing for quality control. How to do a good quality control by value chain. Third one is efficiency. How to increase efficiency by value chain. And the last one we'll also cover next time is what? Innovation. Okay. So today, I think we talk about information technology and value chain. Okay. And since last section, I stopped here, so I just use 2 or 3 minutes to do a quick review. Okay, and okay, we want to do the functional area, and functional area strategy, we have to use this approach called value chain to enhance these 4 competitive advantage. In the value chain, we decompose the business process to different tasks and the values. Then they connect together to be a value chain. And we have something called primary and someone called supportive activities. Primary will be these 5, and supportive will be these 4. Okay, and then we moving to the first competitive advantage, which is the customer service. Okay, in the customer service, typically you want to make sure you enhance your value chain to save cost. You enhance your value chain to make the sales procedure, to make everyone a fast service. And the other one is what? Personal super service. And we use the Southwest, give you example. Then we'll be talking about, oh, wait a minute, I missed something. Okay, I think I have 5 minutes, perfect. Talk about the Panera Bread, okay? We used to have a Panera Bread in Conway, Arkansas. In the chat room, anyone know where is that located? The Panera Bread? So
Hendrix.
Hendrix, yes, Hendrix. Is this still existing? No, it's closed. Okay, so take a look at Panera Bread. Okay, Panera Bread. Okay, they are in this fast casual restaurant category. Okay, and there are 2,000 locations in the U.S. Okay, headquarter Missouri. Okay, like a Walmart, Arkansas. This is what a random sandwich shop from Missouri. Then they can become what multi-billion dollars company. Okay, how do they do that? Okay, and you can find out between 1997 to 2017, 20 years, they are public trade company. You can buy the stock and sell the stock of Panera Bread. But in 2017, this company called JAB Holding Company, they purchased the Panera Bread and took it out of what? The public trading. And this company is a private company about this German family. Okay, why the company want to buy this public company, Panera Bread, and take it out of the trading, New York Stock Exchange? Why do they want to do that? Anyone want to know? Why do they want to go public? Typically, we go public because what? We want to raise more money, more capital. So people can buy your stock, then you can what? Use the money to do extra stuff. What's the trade-off of go to public? Investors every year, they expect what? Profit, so they can cash the money. So the CEO evaluated by what? Stock price and the dividend. In other words, a lot of tremendous pressure on the short-term based, short-term focused. If you go private, your boss knows what's the best for the long run for the company. They want you to invest something in the infrastructure. Then maybe the revenue and the profit will come in 3 years, 4 years. Doesn't matter. Because what? No pressure. You lose money, doesn't matter. Because what? We invest in the infrastructure. We invest in the critical area. So sometimes private is better. One of the two powerful brothers, Koch brothers in the US, biggest donor to the Republican Party. They don't own any public company. Nobody knows how much worse they have. How can they get several $100 million to Republican? Private company. They trust people, they use the people, and long-term perspective. IKEA, 20, 30 years ago. Is IKEA a public company or private company? Oh, they are selling furniture, they must be public. No, it's a private company. Okay? So during the economic sanction against Russia 20, 30 years ago, nobody wanted to invest in Russia because US posed a sanction. So now the people find out it's cumbersome to invest in Russia. IKEA went to Russia, invest a big, huge shopping mall. Russians are very happy. Oh, you are coming here, we'll give you extra bonus. We'll give you this perks, we'll give you that perks. So IKEA got a huge piece of land in Moscow. They built this shopping mall. First year, lose money. Second year, lose money. Third year, lose money. If the public company, guess what? They fired the CEO. How could you be so stupid? We lose so much money 4 years on the road. Then guess what? 10 times, 20 times profit. Because whenever it's back to normal, the shopping mall, prime real estate, okay, the rent increased substantially, 100% full. Everyone wants a piece of the mall. The best prime area, who owns it? IKEA. Okay, so going up and down, public and the private, common. Dell computer, HP computer, public and the private, private and public. Okay, in the public trading, the price is under market too much. So board of director, a couple biggies decided what? That's buy all the shares back, make it to be a private company. After they restructure everything, then they what? Put it public. They suddenly what? They get a lot more money. So we will pick up from here. And I want you to know through this case, company, public, and the private have those with pros and the cons. Okay, and the Panera went privately, and we'll pick up from here next time. And please remember, if you still have problems with your group, find them. Okay, by next Monday, the group project due. You couldn't be found, or you are not part of any group. You'll be do the case number 6, the Toyota case by yourself. 5 questions plus the individual components. You have to do everything by yourself. Okay? Do not expect or ask other people to find you. You should outreach everyone. Be proactive. Okay? And that's it. The last one. I'll see you on Friday. Thank you.
Did you say it's due next Monday or on the 22nd?
I don't remember. Next Monday, 22nd? Okay. I will check, but you can find out.
Okay.
Second, that's better. Give you less pressure. I don't remember. Thank you for asking, and I don't know, but I will double check. Okay. Move on. Okay, and still takes time to do it. All right. Thank you. See you on Friday.